Stretch muna kayo dyan.
Inatinat mo na guys.
Okay, so again, this is an example of a cut flower, an example of a cut foliage, dahon, a turf grass, a ground cover, and an example of a hedge crop. Okay, so ornamental crops also includes hedges. They are plant grown at the edges or pathways. Accents, these are plants with showy features that are distinctive from the rest of other plants. And then the specimen plants, they are obtained from plants that have showy features with unique characteristics. So another type of ornamental plants is the avenue trees. So ito yung mga trees or shrubs na nakatanim beside sa mga tabing daan. Yung mga palms are also used. The screens, these are plants that are grown to serve as barriers against sun rays. And then we have the topiaries and fillers and others. So this is an example of a hedge crop. This can be also an example of a topiary because yung mga halaman, they are uh, shaped in different forms. This can be an example of a specimen and yung isa specimen and accent plants because sa garden kapag may tanim na ganyan, usually yung attention or yung paningin ay na-attract agad ng mga type ng halaman na ito. Okay? So these are the avenue trees and then the topiary. So topiary, it's an art or practice of clipping shrubs or trees into ornamental shape. So yung mga halaman na sinishape, ang tawag natin dyan ay topiary. So next we have the biocidal crops. So Mr. Rochalda, paki-off mo ang iyong camera. Thank you. So the biocidal crops, these plants are containing organic compounds with pesticidal or antimicrobial properties. So an example of this is the Lantana camara or yung mas kilala sa local name na kantutay, and then the lemongrass or tanglad, and then the marigold. So this type of crops, meron silang it's either insecticidal property or pesticidal property. For example, yung marigold, wala meron. For example, sa marigold, meron siyang nematicidal property like may mga studies na nagsasabi na yung marigold ay meron siyang kaya niyang maka-prevent ng population ng mga nematodes. So industrial crops, so these crops are grown to provide materials for industrial processing of non-food products including drugs. And then we have the plantation crops. So these crop names which we use in the farmland are also included under the plantation crops category. So ito yung mga usually na terminologies, no? Under the plantation crops, we have the main crop. Okay, when we say main crop, it is intended to become the main source of revenue. Okay, kung ano yung main source ng revenue na crop na yun, so yun yung main crop. For example, sa mga coconut-based farming system, ang main source ng revenue doon ay yung coconut. So, ang main crop doon ay yung coconut. And then, meron din naman tayo na, for example, ang main crop ay rice. And then, afterwards ng rice, nagtatanim ng big corn or nagtatanim ng uh, bulb crops like onion. So, ang main crop doon ay yung rice. And then nursery crop, these are plants which temporarily grown in the nursery and later planted in the field. So sa nursery crop, ito yung mga seedlings usually tina-transplant and under the management or these are plants that are managed under nursery. We have the intercrop. So these crops are intercrop is the term to describe any crop which is planted simultaneously with or before the flowering season of the main crop. So yung main crop natin, yung main intention natin for revenue, if magtatanim pa tayo ng any crop, it's either kasabay niya, simultaneous, or it's either pagkatapos niya mamulaklak, ang tawag natin doon ay intercrop. Filler crop naman is the crop which is planted to fill a gap. So, kaya siya filler crop. Relay crop, so this crop is planted after the flowering period or harvest of the main crop in relay cropping. So yung relay cropping kasi, ito ay isang practice kung saan ginagawa siya para ma-conserve yung nutrients and moisture from the soil. For example, right after harvest or before harvest ng main crop, meron nang nakatanim na tawag dito, nakatanim na halaman. So yung intercrop is the more broad definition or more broad tawag dito, classification of a plantation crop. So if it's planted after the following period, so we can consider it as a relay crop. Okay? So kung halimbawang ginagawa ito, yung relay cropping, yun nga, ang purpose niya is to ano nga ang tawag dito? To utilize the residue from the main crop nung moisture and also the nutrient content. And then we have the companion crops. So these are crops that are planted close to the main crop to complement the latter's growth and production or to maximize utilization of space because they do not compete. So yung companion crop, para din siyang, under din siya ng intercrop na kung saan kaya siya companion kasi yung pest nila can be a prey and a predator to each other. So, hindi sila magko-compete. And then, maximize yung utilization ng space because, yun nga, walang competition dito sa dalawang crop na to. An example of a companion crop, for example, is companion cropping. Okay, for example, an example of companion cropping, hindi lang siya dalawa, kundi tatlo. Tawag dito, may term na tawag dito sa tatlo na to eh. Ang una mong itatanim ay mais. Okay, and then after na mais, after niyang sumibol or meron siyang halimbawa, meron na siyang 5 true leaves, saka ka magtatanim ng beans or ng legume family, and then kasi yung mais yung magsiserve na trellis para doon sa vines nung beans, and then after that magtatanim ka ng squash which can be ang magiging function ng squash is magiging ground cover siya or magiging cover crop siya. So, in the small span of an area, magkakaroon ka ng cereal crop, ng legume crop, and then ng cucurbits. So, hindi sila magko-compete because iba-iba yung kanilang mode ng requirement. And also, yung beans, di ba, sabi natin, siya ay legume, so meron siyang kakayahan to fix nitrogen and to make it in a form that is available to other plants or to itself. So, yun yung companion crop. And then cover crop, these crops are grown mainly to control soil erosion. So, may mga halaman na pwedeng itanim to cover the soil, to contain moisture, and also to prevent weeds from competing with the plant. Green manure crop, so this is a leguminous crop grown and plowed under the soil to increase organic matter and serve as uh, green fertilizer or organic fertilizer. A good example of green manure is the mung bean. For example, ang mangyayari, so si mung bean is spread siya sa area and then before flowering, i-incorporate siya into the soil to make it a fertilizer. So green pa siya kasi green manure kasi plant material. Okay, yung in-incorporate sa soil, usually leguminous crop. And then we have the trap crop or decoy crop. So these plants are grown to attract certain insect pests or parasites because they are favorite hosts. So yung pagtatanim ng trap crop, okay, yung pagtatanim ng trap crop, for example, ang main crop mo ay lettuce. Okay? So ang main crop mo ay lettuce. So to prevent your lettuce to be infested by the insect pest, ang gagawin mo, alongside with lettuce, magtatanim ka ng pechay because pechay is more susceptible to insect pest. So instead na ang atake nila yung iyong lettuce, doon sila mag-feed sa pechay. So that is an example of trap crop or decoy crop. Insect repellent crops naman, these crops are grown along with the borders and at strategic places in the farm to repel insect. Ang trabaho naman ng insect repellent crops ay tagataboy ng mga insekto. For example, magtatanim tayo ng mga matatapang na amoy na halaman like marigold, like lemongrass, or like lantana camara in order for the insect to be repelled. Ang onion, garlic, tsaka yung chili, they can also be used as insect repellent crop. So, alongside with our main crop, magtatanim tayo ng crops na merong strong aroma to repel the insect away. Natural enemies attractant crops. So, usually these are flowering plants. In order for the natural enemies or the butterflies or the pollinators to come into the garden, so magtatanim tayo ng natural enemy attractant crops including yung mga flowering plants. Okay, so we are gearing towards the last part of this activity. So for the exercise, give the type of vegetable. Give the type of vegetable for the following picture provided. Okay, so for this first picture, anong type ng vegetable kaya ito? Sige, please use the chat box. What type of vegetable is the fruit? Okay, it's a fruit vegetable. So, kasi yung fruit yung ini-utilize natin, yung bunga niya, hindi naman yung kanyang dahon, no? Or hindi naman yung kanyang stem, or hindi naman yung kanyang ugat. Next, for this picture, okay, kita naman, ano ito? Next picture na tayo. Okay, flower vegetable. Of course, it is utilized for each flower. Pero kung ano, it can also be classified under fruit vegetable kasi yung, di ba, yung bunga ng kalabasa. Or it can also be classified under shoot vegetable because yung kanyang shoot, yun yung utilized din for, tawag dito, for vegetable. And then last picture. Okay, pod and seed vegetable. Kasi ito pod, okay, pod ng mga legumes. Fruit vegetable, flower vegetable. Ay, sorry, shoot. But shoot. Okay, ito ay pod vegetable, hindi shoot ha. Okay. Okay, identify the family of the following vegetables. Can you identify the family? Ito, nasagutan na natin kanina. This one is the cole crops or the Brassicaceae. This picture, ano kaya to? The next picture is, okay, very good. Samantha, the cucurbits or Cucurbitaceae or the gourd family. This one is the bean family or the Fabaceae. This one is the allium family, mushrooms, and then solanaceous crops. Okay, this is the art or practice of clipping shrubs and trees into ornamental shapes. What do we call this? The practice of clipping shrubs and trees into ornamental shapes. Okay, very good, Ryan. Ryan, Paolo, Christian, Jessica. The correct answer is topiary. Okay, this one. Okay, ayan. Lumabas na yung sagot. Pomology, the science of growing fruit or fruit trees. Pomology. Okay, this one. The branch of horticulture that deals with the production, storage, processing, and marketing of vegetable. What do we call this? What do we call this one? The branch of horticulture that deals with the production, storage. Okay, very good. Agronomic crops. Agriculture. The branch of horticulture na tayo. Branch ng horticulture that deals with the production of vegetables. It starts with letter O. Industrial crop? No. Wala pa nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Let's see. Okay, very good, Christian. It's olericulture. Okay, olericulture. Oleri. Sabi nyo ay olericulture, oliculture, oreliculture, polyculture. It's olericulture. Okay, so yun yung correct answer, olericulture. Okay, so that ends our discussion muna for this morning. So please open your camera so that we can have our record